I mean, for that one day, that 60 minutes of hockey, I'm sure they want to kill me, and I want to kill one of them.
Chiclets fans, it's been a while since I did a solo interview, but it was a must considering I'm in NYC, and we're about, 10 days out from the big game. And it's probably one of the biggest things Spittin' Chiclets has ever done in the history of the pod. And we want to welcome in two guys that will be a member of the FDNY NYPD hockey game going on April 15th at UBS Arena on Long Island. And I can't wait to get the background story, but let's welcome in our guests first. Ryan Dermody.
Yes, sir.
I nailed that one.
You got it. You got it good.
And Johnny Peretta.
Yeah, baby.
Now, Ryan plays for the NYPD, which is, or what do you guys say, the finest?
Finest, yes.
New York's finest.
That's right.
And Johnny over here plays for the FDNY. So I guess, first of all, thanks for coming on the show, guys. So I guess I'll start with you, Ryan. So how did you even become a police officer?
Just went to college and needed a job and took the police test, and here I am.
Here we are.
That's it, man.
And how long have you been on the squad?
12 years.
Okay, so you've been there a while. And this
Veteran,
is the 49th year that this thing is going on. Mm-hmm. And Johnny, how many years have you been involved?
Around 3 years.
3 years. Yeah. So you're a newbie.
Yeah, newbie.
But the reason we got you two guys is on the 20th anniversary of 9/11, you guys ended up having one of the most iconic scraps in the game. What brought that up, and how is the animosity right now as we sit here?
Well, he kind of took a shot at me at the end of the game, and we had to settle it.
Yeah, I think it was very kind of organic. We were going at it throughout the game, and yeah, we got tangled up in the last few seconds of the game, and we handled our business.
So since being involved in this game, has every year been chippy? I mean, you said you're 3-year veteran of this game. Were you prepped on what to expect coming this? And why does it have so much violence associated to it?
I think it just comes along with the pride that each of us have with our jobs. So we have a tremendous amount of respect for each other off the ice, but once the puck drops, there's no friendships and there's no love lost.
And you guys are the young stallions on the FDNY, and you guys are unbeaten in the last 5 games now?
Yeah. So we're looking to continue the streak. So in the next coming weeks, so we're
Ryan,
excited for it.
What's going on here? What's with the losing streak here?
I mean, they're very arrogant over there. It's kind of like...
Here we go. Now we're cooking.
Well, let's call it what it is. I mean, these guys work 6 days a month, and we're over here doing details and protests, and they're going food shopping at the Pathmark down the block. Come on.
I would say that's a huge advantage, because most times you guys are at the hall, you guys are cooking healthy meals for each other. You're in some cases getting pretty good sleep, and then you are getting the time off. Or these cops, are, they do have a tougher schedule.
Yeah, I'm not really sure there's any truth to that. I think a lot of the guys on the cop team took the FD test. Didn't really go so well for them, so that's why they're stuck being cops.
Okay, all right. Now the floodgates are. What do you think about that, Ryan?
I didn't take the FD test. I don't want to be a firefighter. And the guys that ended up going to them, they couldn't handle being a cop. So
there's actually a height requirement. That's why I was ran into some trouble for Dermo.
It's crazy, because given all the hatred and animosity, you wouldn't expect that this game would donate so much money to charity. Now, which charities are you guys backing, and how much money have you guys raised in this 49 years?
I know we do the Widows and Children's Fund. I think they do the Ray Fifer Fund. I know there's other ones involved. I don't know as far as which ones they are, but I mean, it's a lot of money, like you said, that goes to this stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, we may not like each other. I mean, that's fine, but it's for a good cause, and obviously doing this is for the greater good.
And you're with the Fifer Fund?
Yeah. So
what's your connection to that?
Yeah, I was recently appointed as a board member on the Ray Fifer Foundation, and it's a fundraising charity that we go hand in hand with the hockey team. So it's all first responders who have been affected by World Trade Center related illnesses. So whatever they may need in their time of crisis, when they're sick, whether it be, wheelchair ramps, home aid, stuff like that. So the hockey team works closely with them, and we work closely with a lot of families that suffered a tragedy. So we have a bunch of them in the locker room pregame, and present the families with checks. And I think it just goes to show the game's, bigger than each one individually of us. And that's why we play,
That's amazing. So so you've been involved for 12 years here. Like, what are you guys doing differently as far as training in order to prepare this year, considering you guys have been on this massive swing?
Just the same, sticking with the same, like systems and, just working hard and, just trying to, at some point, it's going to, might not work the last few years, but I mean, their run's going to end very soon.
Do you get nervous playing in front of that many people?
No.
Not at all, eh?
No.
What about you? I mean, you're only 3 years into that.
Yeah, only 3 years. The first game was pretty nerve-wracking, and even last year I did a little bit better with it, but, we're all in the same boat here, so, the guys in our locker room are great guys, and we're all, fighting for the same goal, so I think it's nice to go through it with the boys.
I was pretty shocked when I went to the game last year at how much skill there was in this game. A lot of greasy, a lot of off the glass and out type guys as well, but there is some skill. There's going to be a lot of new viewers for this game this year because we have the broadcast. Who are some people that the fans should look out for?
Yeah, so on talk about some of the FD guys, like Matt Zay, played at Mercyhurst. He's a great hockey player. Vinny Lopes, and then some older guys, our captain, Hans Becker, Jim Becker, another great player. We got a ton of skill guys. And then we have some new guys coming up this year, so it should be very exciting for them.
One of the players you mentioned is best friends who played at Mercyhurst with Dan O'Donohue.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm always fucking it up. It's like a made up name. I actually played with him with the Portland Pirates when he played a little bit in pro. So what's it like having guys on the other team that are buddies here?
I mean, like you said, once the puck drops, it's a different story. We're not friends. We're trying to win a game, and there's 18,000 people. So I mean, I don't have any friends on that side during that game.
Yeah,
so.
you seem pretty hardcore, man. Like, like this interview started and you kind of flipped the switch.
Yeah, I mean, I just
you come on, Benny. The cameras are rolling, baby.
No, I just we want to win. We haven't won the last few years, and it means a lot to us. Our family's there, and it's a grind. We're doing this for started in September. We're practicing twice a week. We're playing games every week. And then we still got a full-time job.
Well, you guys don't play as much as the firemen because you guys are playing an 82-game schedule, I heard.
It seems like it.
We work a lot more than they do. So it kind of like...
Well, you've already explained that, but
yeah,
I mean, it seems like they're just training harder and preparing more for this game. So maybe it comes down to personal accountability on their side where they seem to be coming up with a lot of excuses.
Yes.
And maybe that's the reason they haven't won the last five matches.
That's what it seems like. I mean, you ask them about the training regiment they're on. They're kind of doing the same old things. We're playing a pretty rigorous schedule, and the boys are getting ready for it. So we look to continue with our winning ways.
Who are you playing in an 82-game schedule? Like, who are
you
all
guys
these
do some travel as well?
Do a bunch of travel. So we there's like a senior A league out west. So we've went to Colorado a few times this year, Reno, Nevada, and we just got back from California a few weeks ago. So pretty rigorous schedule, and we're excited to get the ball rolling.
When you say rigorous, when you're on the road on these trips by the last game, like, are you guys going out as a team getting banged up?
Yeah, of course. I think that, it's all, life's about the balance, right? So we're working hard on the ice, so we're going to have some fun off the ice and really, it's all about the team bonding biz. I'm sure you know.
Well, even Grinelli was saying, we went to practice with New York's finest today, and he says, doesn't this make you miss being part of a team? I said, absolutely, just the banter in the locker room. So is that what's most important to you guys, just keeping that camaraderie maybe that you once had?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you guys do like a rookie party or anything for the new guys?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty entertaining what we have,
What'd you do this year?
I don't know if we could talk about it. Just take them to the restaurant and,
How tough is it to make the team for the new guys? Like, when are tryouts? How many guys are trying out? I know you guys have healthy scratches and stuff, but like, what is the process?
Yeah. Is it a seniority thing? Because I saw a few of the vets with like beer bellies out there, where maybe if you got some young guys on the squad, maybe you keep up with these firemen that are training for triathlons and Ironmans.
The tryouts are in September, and we get like 50, 60 people to try out every year.
It's kind of like a participation medal thing,
Yeah.
You show up and you could walk right into the first line center role, whatever you want.
Wow. Okay.
He's not having it over here. I mean, you're a little tense over here. You gonna respond to that or no?
I mean, I'm gonna waste my time with them right now. We'll deal with it on the ice.
Well, listen. So I watched that fight back from the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and I would say you did well early on, and you guys were chucking bombs, but Peretta ended up coming up on top.
All right. Well, I guess round 2 is going to be in 2 weeks.
I would feel bad asking, is this something that could maybe happen off the opening face-off? Like, I don't want to initiate a fight here. I don't want to premeditate anything where it comes a little unorganic. But is that something that could happen? Or you don't maybe seem like the type of guy who would get the start?
I probably won't start. But you didn't start either when you played.
I did not. I did not. But you know what? My father was a volunteer fireman for 30 years. So
let's go.
My heart right now is leaning towards the FDNY.
Love
and it's
that.
not because I don't respect you guys. It's just more of like my father did it. Mind you, he was a volunteer and he just showed up every Wednesday to booze at the hall. And he didn't really do much firefighting. But nonetheless, he had the gear in the back.
Okay. All right. I mean, it's cool. I mean, you're kind of leaning that way anyway, so it made sense, but it's all good, Biz.
I think we're the more relatable team. I mean, we're a bunch of, good guys, hard workers. We want to fight for each other, and we like to get after it off the ice also.
Yeah, no, it does sound like a great group. Brian, what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. They could be the heroes. It's all cool. I mean, whatever. They'll be disappointed in 2 weeks. So
you're definitely feeling like at these games, do you guys feel a little bit underappreciated, or is it a 50-50 crowd mix? Where does it lean? Because most games in the past have been at MSG, correct?
Yeah.
Where this year it's going to be on Long Island. So
as someone who was in the crowd last year, it did seem, and online as well, it does seem as more people were pulling for the FDNY. Do you guys embrace the villain role?
Yeah, I mean, if it was up to me, you could put 18,000 FD fans in there. I'd rather have that.
Wow.
Love that.
Okay. You like walking into enemy territory.
Absolutely, Biz. Yes.
So another reason maybe for this this losing streak / would you guys tie one game? You've lost 4 of the last 5. One ended in a tie because they booted you guys off the ice because they had a basketball game to play the Knicks.
I know. 8 hours later.
You guys should have solved that in a Rochambeau match or something like that.
Flip cup or something.
But do you feel like it's because every time you're going into wherever you're going into, you're playing an away game?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we're not really appreciated, which is fine. I mean, it's just kind of the climate we're in right now. So everyone likes the fire department. So it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, we're a likable group, so that makes sense.
All right. Well, I'm done stirring the pot here. There's probably a few more things about charity that I got to mention.
I had one question. It's like, I'd love to hear, what do you guys each do? Like what, there's so many different positions in the NYPD. There's so many different, I don't even know if there's so many different positions in the fire department, but like, what do you guys do for your job? What's your day-to-day routine like?
So
Dermo's a meter maid.
A meter maid?
Yeah.
This guy rescues cats in Park Slope. Stop.
Some folks might be like, what the hell's going on? This is a charity game. This is the type of shit that you're going to hear on the ice, folks. There's zero tummy
Yeah, you better
sticks
start
going
miking
on.
some guys up because they'll be entertaining. I do auto crime, so I deal with like stolen cars. Anytime there's a stolen car, we get a report. We kind of investigate it. We'll see where it goes from that. It's like a plain clothes, I'm not in uniform. And, it's basically it.
Is it tough to manage the hockey schedule with that schedule?
No, I'm good with it. Like, I have enough time on where like my unit's pretty flexible with that kind of stuff, which is great. Some of the new guys, it is what it is. They can't just do mutuals like the guy over there.
What's mutuals mean?
Oh, I don't know. They like work once a week and then they work twice a week the next. I don't know.
They're on sabbatical.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
Yeah, they're wearing like the breastfeeding boots at the hall to feed the other guys.
Really.
What's your schedule like, and what do you do specifically? Are you the guy in the back of the truck that helps with the ladder? Like, there's a lot of cool things you could do as a fireman.
A lot of great things. It's a great job. We're all very lucky to be on it. So I'm a firefighter. There's a few lieutenants on the team as well. That's the next promotion. So there's some lieutenants on the team. In terms of the positions you kind of referenced, it's different every tour you work. So we work 24-hour shifts mainly. So some days you could be on the roof, some days you're on the forcible entry team. It kind of varies in that aspect.
So you could at any point do whatever job there is there, other than be lieutenant, of course. But that's something you're striving for personally?
I'd say, it'd be nice to maybe get promoted one day. But right now I'm enjoying where I am. I'm in, engine 280, ladder 132 in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. So, that's going great. And I'm just going to enjoy where I'm at right now.
Do they make you do like a calendar, like all the guys in the place to sell to the ladies and make a little meal money?
No calendars for us. No.
That's just like kind of a myth that they talk about in the movies.
No, that is done on the fire department, but not by us. That's for sure.
If there was one guy in the team you deem as the guy to do the calendar, who would it be?
Oh, that's a tough one. Probably Matt Zay. He's got
he's always the guy after the game in the mirror a little too long.
Yeah, he's kind of like the the superstar on the team, I guess. He's got
shaves his chest.
Yeah, he got the balloon head going on.
He's doing the spray tans like Whit.
Yeah, he really runs with it.
Has a good gram too.
Yeah, he's got the gram going a little bit. He's on and off, but.
Who's the Primadonna on New York's Finest, where you're maybe a little concerned about him in that realm?
Oh,
like a little too into himself with the looks and.
You know what? I'm a team guy, so I'm not going to sit here and throw one of my guys under the bus like
the high road,
Johnny
the high
would do
road
over there. But I can't answer that.
I like it. Ryan's starting to warm up. You're starting to warm up, buddy. We were joking around about like maybe some stuff that you would do to like rookies, like on the force or whatever. Like, is there any silly stuff, or is there any like pranking going on? Like maybe Marc-Andre Fleury would do in a hockey locker room.
Yeah. I mean, we do like funny shit. Like, well, like I don't know, throw tape in guys' back, like stupid shit, but nothing like where guys are like getting upset over it. I mean,
like plowing their old ladies.
Yeah, not that I know.
Yeah. No, there was just that story that broke with the I'm sure you guys have heard about it. The one girl who was married to the guy on force, and then next thing you know, the whole force was just plowing the old lady.
No, that's a Minnesota problem, or wherever it's Memphis, wherever that happened. Yeah, not here.
Okay, well that's good. That's good for team camaraderie.
Yes,
at least.
No plowing wives.
Gee, is there anything else you wanted me to mention specifically here?
No, just watch the documentary. Comes out April 5th at 6 p.m. Eastern time. The game 5 p.m. April 15th. We're super excited. Thank you guys for stopping by the show, and thank you guys for letting us broadcast this game. We want to put your game on a big platform, and I think we're going to do that.
A couple things here too. Wayne Gretzky said that he wants to come on first intermission, and thank you guys personally for everything that you guys do for the state of New York. And then what was the second thing I was going to mention? Oh, predictions. What are you feeling for this game? The score? How do you think it's going to go? Maybe bring us through the wave of emotions of the game quickly.
I mean, I think we're going to have a couple fights probably at some point.
Couple L's.
I mean, we're talking frank. So I mean, Derek Kern, one of their all-star players, gets challenged by Jimmy Hall every game.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Jimmy Hall's only 5'6" too.
And he brings it. And Derek Kern gets off the ice and he goes and cries in the corner every year.
Does he actually provide offense because he stays on the ice and doesn't engage with the meathead?
So he doesn't like to bring this part up, but we have a lot of skill guys, it doesn't really benefit us a lot to fight. We're the better team on paper, I'd say. I think everyone could agree with that. And we kind of just have to keep our nose clean and put some pucks in the back of the net that we're worried about the extracurricular activities.
Yeah, so you take care of business on the score sheet, and then towards the end of the game, much like on the 20th anniversary, that's when you take care of the fist.
Exactly. Nice, in a perfect world, we would like to get the lead, and then we'll start pumping guys' eyes shut.
Wow. Okay.
Score prediction for FDNY.
It's gonna be a tough one. But I gotta go with the FDNY. Obviously, we're gonna cover the puck line -1.5.
So what, like a 4-2?
I'm gonna go 5-3.
5-3.
Yeah.
Ryan, what do you got? You guys like to muck it up, so it's got to be low scoring on your side.
I'd say 4-2, New York. Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks. Yeah. April 15th. Anything else we have to mention before we sign off?
April 5th is the doc. April 15th is the game. Everyone tune in. Shout out Chevy. Shout out everyone else who sponsored.